Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Rosiana Juniara Asyuti and my last student ID number is 020. Okay, before diving into the material, I want you to imagine entering a classroom where students look excited, active, and interested in learning. Now, imagine the opposite situation where students feel bored and don't pay attention to the lesson. Sometimes, the difference is not the subject itself, but the teaching method used by the teacher. Because of that, in this video, I would like to introduce a very helpful textbook called What Teachers Need to Know About Teaching Methods, written by Peter Westwood. As future teachers, understanding teaching methods is very important because the way teachers teach can influence students' motivation and learning outcomes. So, without further ado, let's check it out. Now, let's move to the book information. The title of this textbook is What Teachers Need to Know About Teaching Methods, written by Peter Westwood. The book was published in 2008 by ACER Press and contains around 105 pages of content, excluding the reference and the index sections. So, before talking more about the book, here are some important things that make this textbook interesting to explore. In this video, I will show the main ideas discussed in the book, and the second one is strengths and weaknesses. The third one is why this textbook is worth reading, why should we read it, and the last one is who can benefit the most from it. Okay. One thing that makes this textbook interesting is its focus on helping teachers understand how students learn in different ways. The main purpose of this book is to explain various teaching methods and how teachers can use them effectively in real classroom situations. This book also suitable for education students, future teachers, and beginner teachers who want to develop better teaching skills and classroom strategies. Some important themes discussed in this textbook include direct teaching, student-centered learning, inquiry-based learning, assessment, and also effective teaching strategies. Now, the strengths. One of the strengths of this textbook is its easy to understand language. For example, like the explanations about direct teaching and student-centered learning are written in a simple way and making the concepts easier for readers to understand. The second one is the book provides practical examples related to classroom situations and teaching methods. For instance, the book explains how teachers can use inquiry-based learning and classroom discussions during lessons. Another strength is very helpful for beginner teachers because it introduces important teaching strategies in a clear and organized way. So, this can help future teachers feel more prepared before entering the real classroom situations. And now the weaknesses. Besides its strengths, this textbook also has some weaknesses. First, the book has limited discussion about modern technology in teaching. For example, it doesn't explain much about online learning platforms or digital teaching tools that are commonly used in today's classrooms. Second, some chapters are quite theoretical and contain long educational explanations. This make several parts feel less interesting and for readers who prefer more practical discussions. And the last one is the book has a simple visual appearance. There are only a few pictures, diagrams, or colorful visual elements, so some readers may find the design less engaging. Okay, so why should we read it? Why? Even though this textbook has some weaknesses, it is still worth reading because it provides useful knowledge about teaching methods and classroom strategies. One reason why this book is helpful is because it is very useful for future teachers who want to understand how to teach more effectively in the classroom. It also improves teaching knowledge by explaining different teaching approach and how teachers can choose suitable methods for different students and learning situations. And another interesting thing about this book is that many of the strategies discussed can be applied in real classrooms, so the content feels practical, not only theoretical. And in addition, the book is easy for beginners to follow because the explanations are simple, clear, and well organized, making it easier for readers to understand the contents and the concepts step by step. Overall, these textbooks can benefit many different readers, especially people who are interested in education and teaching. For future teachers, this book helpful for understanding different teaching methods and classroom strategies that can be used during lessons. Education students can also benefit from this textbook because it provides clear explanations about teaching learning and learning approach in an easy to understand way. And beginner teachers may find this book useful for improving their classroom management, I think, and teaching skills, reading teaching skills before entering real classroom situations. Lastly, this book is also suitable for anyone interested in education who wants to learn more about teaching methods without reading overly complicated explanations. So, to conclude, what teachers need to know about teaching methods is a helpful and informative textbook for education students, future teachers, and also the beginner teachers. Even though the book has a few weaknesses, like I mentioned before, but it still provides useful explanations, practical teaching strategies, and also improve the important knowledge about effective learning in the classroom. So, if you are interested in teaching and want to improve your understanding of classroom strategies, this textbook can be a good choice to read and explore. So, I hope I can influence to you, and thank you for watching, and I hope this video helps you learn more about this textbook. So I think that's enough from me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.